Hello students, welcome to my channel Commerce Talk with Sadhana, and this is third video of analysis of financial statements. In previous both videos, we have mastered the structural framework of balance sheet as well as income statement. Another name for income statement is statement of profit and loss. Got it? And this is our third video, and today we are going to start it why to analyze financial statements and how to analyze financial statements and what are tools to analyze financial statements. First of all, I am giving you one scenario. Reply me according to that. Here are two companies. This is company A and this is company B. I am giving you rupees 1 lakh to invest in any one of them, whether it is company A or company B. In which company would you like to invest? I am giving you information that profit for company A is 5 lakhs while profit for company B is 8 lakhs. In which company now would you like to invest? Obviously you would like to invest in company B, but I am giving you another information that capital for company A is 10 lakhs whereas capital for company B is 50 lakhs. Now tell me, in which company would you like to invest? Are you confused now? See, if any student is saying that 50 lakh is more, we will invest in that, it is not like that. Just listen it carefully, that we will compare that who is performing more better, and according to that we will invest in companies. That's what exactly we do in analysis of financial statements. We analyze financial statements to know the real financial health of a company. We can't tell from any one data that which company is doing good. We have to analyze it thoroughly, then we can come to conclusion that whether A is better or B is better. And for this scenario, company A is better. Why? Because company A is producing profit 5 lakh from 10 lakh, that is approx 50% profit. But in case of company B, capital is 50 lakh, but from 50 lakh company B is earning only 8 lakhs, that is approx 16%. So its profit is 50%, its profit is 16%. So company A is doing good or performing good. That's what exactly we are going to study today. So first of all, what is financial statement analysis? It is a process of critically examining the financial data containing in financial statements. What are financial statements of any company? Balance sheet, statement of profit and loss. And why we will evaluate the financial statements? To check company's profitability, solvency, liquidity and operational efficiency of a business enterprise. Got it? And what are these all? I am telling you one by one. Why to assess profitability and what is profitability? We find that whether the firm is earning adequate profits on its capital employed or not. Got it? To assess solvency. Solvency is the ability of any firm to meet its long-term obligations. So whether any company is able to pay its debts or not, it is known as solvency. To assess liquidity. What is liquidity? It evaluates short-term debt paying capacity of any business. What is it? Evaluates short-term debt paying capacity, and solvency will evaluate long-term obligations. Got it? To assess efficiency. To know that whether company is efficiently employed its resources or not. Next one is to compare performance with other competitors or with its own past years. Got it? For decision making, to help management, investors or creditors to make decisions. Various other parties are also there which are interested in financial statements of any company. These parties are known as stakeholders, and I am telling you these all stakeholders one by one. Please listen carefully. First stakeholder is our shareholder or investors. Who are shareholders? Who have purchased our or who are applied for our shares. Those are owners of our company. Why those owners will be interested in financial statements? They will like to know that whether company is able to give a fair return on their investment or not. Next one is creditors. Creditors or bank want to evaluate the credit worthiness before lending, that whether the company will able to pay its debt or loan to bank or not. Got it? Next is management. Management of that company will need financial statements to plan, control and take decisions on the basis of evaluating those financial statements. Next one is government. Why government would be interested in financial statements? For taxation and regulations and to also make policies. And next one is employees. Employees are interested to assess their job security and their possibility of bonus. Customers are interested to ensure continuity of supply of goods or not. So all these are stakeholders of financial analysis. And why they need financial analysis? What are their motives? I have told you everyone's motive. So come to next slide. Now we have understood that what are financial statements, why to analyze financial statements, who needs to analyze financial statements, and next question is how to analyze financial statements. How? Got it? So how to analyze? There are various tools to analyze financial statements. These tools I am going to discuss, and before that let's discuss that what are types of analysis, how we can analyze, or in how many methods we can analyze financial statements. First is external analysis. External analysis is done by outsiders. Who outsiders can be? These can be investors, creditors, government. And how they analyze? They use the published statements of company. What is internal analysis? Internal analysis is done by company or management itself by their detailed internal records. What is horizontal analysis? Horizontal is at same level. Got it? So comparison of financial data over multiple years or across time periods are known as horizontal analysis. And what is vertical? Vertical analysis is this, upward to downward or downward to upward. So vertical analysis is analysis of each item as a percentage of base figure with 1 year. This we will do in common size statements. Intra-firm analysis. Intra means comparison of different. Intra means single firm, within single firm. So comparison of different departments with the same firm is known as intra, and inter means more than two or more than two. So inter-firm analysis is analyze one firm with another or many. This is known as inter-firm analysis. Now let's come to a topic that what are tools of financial analysis. There are mainly 5 tools to analyze financial statements as per CBSE class 12th accountancy. First is comparative financial statements. In this we compare two datas. For example, this is 2022 year, 2023 year, So we will compare between 2 years. Got it? So it shows absolute change and percentage in change of over 2 or more than years, 2 years. It is also known as horizontal or time series. Why it is known as time series? Because in this we are considering different years data. That's why it is known as time series analysis or horizontal analysis. Same company but records of different years are taken in it. So it is comparative financial statement. Next tool is common size financial statement. As its name suggests, in this we will take a figure as common, and taking that figure as base figure, we will check all figures absolute change in a percentage, so we can compare two different firms data. Got it? So it is vertical or structural analysis. Next one is ratio analysis. Ratio means mathematical relation between any two figures. So what is ratio analysis? It establishes mathematical relation between two financial items, I have told, and this is a complete topic we will do in our next video or next to next video. Ratio analysis, it is very important chapter of syllabus. Next is cash flow, is also very important chapter so cash flow statement analysis. So in this we analyze inflows and outflows of cash, which is dividing into different three activities. First one is operating, investing, financing. We will do it in very detail and understand everything about it in our next or upcoming videos. Got it? Next one is trend analysis. In trend analysis, we calculate index number of financial items to show percentage trend over years. So in this we check trends, whether it is increasing or whether it is decreasing. This is trend analysis. Okay, and another name for trend analysis is long term horizontal analysis. So our first topic is comparative financial statements. In this we will compare two data of 2 years. Comparative financial statements are financial statements that present financial data of 2 or more years side by side to enable comparison. They show the absolute change in percentage and in each item from one year to another year. This is also known as horizontal analysis. As I told you, horizontal analysis is at same level, means company same things are same but years are different, only numerical figures are different. What is objective or advantages? It helps to identify trends in profitability, cost, assets, whether we are performing good or not, whether we are decreasing our cost or not. Facilitate inter-year comparison of performance of same firm but years are different. Highlight items of significant increase or decrease. It will tell about deviations on which company or management should work. Useful for investors or creditors to access growth and financial stability. It helps in budgeting and forecasting of future performances. This is a format of comparative balance sheet, and I hope now you all know how to prepare balance sheet or format of balance sheet. Okay, so now let's start that how to prepare comparative balance sheet. If you don't know the format of balance sheet, I have covered it in my previous videos. Please go and watch. So for comparative balance sheet, you have to make regular balance sheet, note number, current year, and beside of current year you have to write previous year. One column of absolute change and next is percentage change. Got it? So first of all you have to write the figures of both years, that is current year and previous year. Let's say this is 2026, this is 2025. So here to write figures, let's say this is 30 lakh, this is 40 lakh. So share capital of 2025 was 30 lakh, and now in 2026 share capital is 40 lakh. So how to calculate absolute change? You have to subtract current year minus previous year. Current year minus previous year, that is 40 minus 30, 10 lakh. If in any heading or subheading your answer comes in negative, so you will put that in, for example 30, 3 lakh, 4 lakh. So this is minus 1 lakh. You will put that minus into brackets or negative figure into brackets. Got it? So this is absolute change. Next to it we have to calculate percentage change. So how to calculate percentage change? First of all you have to take base year. What is base year? That is 25. Current year, base year. So base year is 25. You have to take value of base year in denominator, that is base year, and you have to write absolute change in numerator, multiply 100. So how to calculate? Our base year is 30 lakh, so we can write 30 lakh in denominator. Our absolute change is 10 lakh, we will write 10 lakh, multiply 100. These are 5 zeros cancel out, 0 cancel out, so 100 upon 3, or you can say 33 1/3%. This is absolute change. Same you have to do with all the headings and subheadings, and your comparative balance sheet is ready. Same with this, you have to make 1 2 3 4 5 6, total 6 columns. One for particulars, note number, current year, base year, absolute change and percentage change. Got it? This is absolute change, that is current year minus previous year, and percentage change is absolute denominator previous year and multiply by 100. I have told you this. Got it? And note one thing, that if previous year figure is 0 or negative, percentage change is not calculated. Got it? Now let's come to format or comparative statement of profit and loss. You all know to prepare the format of profit and loss. Same, only extra 1 2 3 columns you have to make extra for comparative statement. And what are those columns? First is current, previous, absolute or percentage change. Got it? So how to calculate it? Revenue from operation. Let's say this is 50 lakh, this is 40 lakh. So you will subtract both. Current year minus base year will give you absolute change, and absolute change divided by base year multiply by 100 will give you percentage change. Got it? You have to do same treatment with all the headings, and you will get your comparative income statement. Hope this topic is clear to you. If you have any doubts, please tell me in the comment section. I will try to resolve your doubts, and in next video we will start with comparative financial statements. Why to make financial statements, why to compare financial statements. See you in the next class.